Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Capricorn for the month of July 2022. So before I begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who's returning to this monthly series and to also welcome anyone who may be new to the Angelic Wisdom community. Just want to apologize for the window AC, but it is summertime here, and I've tried to do these throughout the years without it, but it's just become, maybe because I'm getting older, just body's not adjusting in the same way. So hopefully that my voice will be loud enough. I have the mic close to my face as possible, and that everything will go smoothly. So before we get into the reading itself, I want to just remind you of a few things. First of all, if you haven't yet viewed the general reading for the month of July, be sure to check it out. I'm going to put a link in the description area of this video, and you should be able to also find it through my Twitter page and my Facebook account, which are, those links are below in the description area as well, and of course here on my YouTube channel. The other thing that I would like to just make you aware of is making sure that you are subscribed, and if you have already subscribed, make sure that the all notification bell is still selected, because I find it often from my subscriptions deselected, or that it's been unselected, and so just check that out. Make sure you, if you like the channel, to like and leave comments. This helps the channel, and also I enjoy reading your feedback, seeing how it connects for you, the readings. I do read them, but I don't always have the time to respond to them, but know that I do appreciate them greatly. And for any of you who are looking for an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services. My new website, eventually when I get it completed, will be angelicwisdom.org, just in case you can't find that, or you're watching this at a later time, you'll know that's where we are. And you can select for my 10th anniversary year the first time promotional angel reading, unlimited, for this year. Also, just be aware that there are other readings there that might fit your budget. And finally, let's take a look at the format here. So the card in the center will represent a message from your guardian, the archangel that you'll be working with for the month, and the cards on the left and right are from a message from your guardian angel, highlighting the monthly energies from the Major Arcana that are influencing the greater lessons, big themes that might be unfolding. And in the Minor Arcana, we'll be looking at how this might affect you in terms of your awareness during the day-to-day interactions. And then the card will also offer some advice about how to mitigate the energy, if that's what's needed, or how to go along with it and be better in alignment. So let's take a deep breath. And just allow yourself to really tune into your higher self's wisdom, to connect in with your heart and your soul. And they're showing me a tree. They're giving me the sense of obsession and obsessing over something. And when this happens, this kind of shrinks your energy. So the trunk of the tree sort of represents your connection to your source, the branches, your higher consciousness is that represented by that tree. And it was very thin and kind of narrowing towards this, going toward the top. It grows and expands as you breathe, as you, don't focus on your obsessions, but just allowing. So they're writing the word manifestation, which they did before it began, and they're writing it in the branches. So there's a lot. I get a sense that your consciousness is full of opportunities, ideas, potential, and that there, you can make that a weight that's hanging over your head, or you can see it as a sea of vast opportunities and choices, right? And that your plate is full, your cup is full is a better way to say it, because what it means is that you have many things to bring you fulfillment, and all you have to do is focus on what's in perfect balance for you at this time. So they wrote the word justice with a capital letter, and I feel like more than a justice issue, it feels like making discerning what's right for you, discerning what's in balance for you at this time, at this stage. It doesn't mean that you're denying the rest of everything that's there, but at this stage, at this moment in your life, with the things that are aligning for you, meaning things that are coming to you in the flow, right? The opposite of scarcity, the word they're writing. So the opposite of scarcity, not out of fear, but out of pleasure. And being aware what's in balance for you at the moment, and not try to let it get, out of whack in that sense. So there's so many things coming through. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any points. They write the word congregation. And I see a lot of people just surrounding this tree. And I feel like they're, they represent the peanut gallery in a way. There's a lot of people maybe looking to you, having expectations, and it's up to you to not allow yourself to be distracted. They're just writing the word conservative. So they want you to be conservative about your energy and how much you're putting out there, how much you're allowing other people to depend on you, to, in terms of obligations and things like that. So in this month, you're going to want to be a little bit more conservative in terms of what you're able to do, because this balance is really necessary. And also the balance comes through with the justice about doing the things that are appropriate for you in this moment, knowing that if you're out of whack, if everything is out of balance for you, then what you're investing, how you're investing yourself is going to be in the same vein. And so then your efforts won't be as fruitful as they potentially could be. So really tapping into your inner wisdom. Okay, so the Archangel is Archangel Radleigh. And boy, you see all this vibrant rainbow energy, and it's just vibrant, right? Just really giving off this strong vibe. So it says, seek and you will find, be a wise one. And he's holding open this book. And Archangel Radleigh name means the secrets of God, so that, if you're looking for inner knowledge and inner soul wisdom, this is a time to really rely on your own talents and gifts and your soul's wisdom, to dig deeper rather than to reach out and try to get it from other places outside of yourself. I've often heard Abraham say, this is looking for love, the definition of looking for love in all the wrong places. So you have all the wisdom within you. You really, you may want to like sort of, and out of fear, get people's feedback or rely on their validation in some way. But you can ask, you can do whatever, but you'll find that you'll come back to yourself alone and still be uncertain. They say this very clearly. And this is something we have to recognize before we go out and do that, because when we do that, we just get more than what we need instead of the information that's within us, the instincts, something that your gut is telling you something, you can't ignore that. And you really need to listen to that and be with it. And sometimes it's just a matter, the truth is speaking to us, but we just are in denial. We're afraid of it because we don't want to hear it, because we know what it's going to ask us to do. And it might ask us to do something that's very difficult for us to do, like, say to people, no, I don't, like it's hard to do that, right? So, but when you learn to rely on your own inner wisdom, you'll give it the opportunity to show you the importance of this really invaluable relationship and guidance. All right, so let's take a look at the card from the Major Arcana. And so we're dealing with the Emperor energy. This is given a sense of, structure and organization, right? And that you need to be at the helm of this situation. That you need to trust your own personal strength and power, experience, that you have plenty to draw on. And it's also, one of these things, he's got this coin and it's just sort of floating above his hands. It's this carefree attitude because of all that's lived, all the experience, seen it all, heard it all, know it, can pretty much know it, how things are gonna unfold, and he's trusting that to be where his guidance, his actions come out of his own personal wisdom and strength, right? So you really want to approach things looking at the efficiency of things, right? What in your life is inefficient and needs to be stripped so that you can restore a sense of order, which will allow you to have more balance and allow things to just happen naturally. The Emperor is also someone with that energy of inspiration, has that fire energy as well. They represent all kings, have the fire energy, the Aries energy, Mars energy. And so, it's this powerful dynamic and not being afraid of that power. And the only way to get used to that power is to exercise it. But exercise it with the heart and a sense of deep faith in your belief in yourself. Okay. It might mean that you might be dealing with also either boundaries around your own authority or dealing with an authority figure Is something I just started to hear as I turned this card over. And, you know, it seems here that you're going to be finding yourself having the sense of needing to move on, okay? Especially when it feels like, you know, your personal autonomy is not being respected, or, you know, you feel like you can't, that things are not going the way that you believe is right for you. So something else is calling you, and you know, you might feel this as a sense of there's something more is calling you, or maybe you've been called in a different direction. And I would, you know, caution you to be aware of if you're seeing an opportunity that's calling you in a different direction. Okay, as this is your guardian angel is standing in front of her here on this path. There's a path. There's a reason for everything, and if it feels like, you know, things have just sort of fizzled out here, then it's a sign to let go, to release, and to receive. And just know that any path of receiving and releasing, you're moving towards some higher ground, some higher purpose. So that the universe is calling you to a higher purpose. So be wise. Look at this purple energy. So it gives us a lot of transmutation, working with the violet flame, letting things go, healing, forgiving, and moving towards a higher calling, a higher purpose, higher vision. And you have to know, you know, have the wisdom to know when your soul is calling you, and not get stuck in the power struggles and dynamics. Don't get stuck there in that ego, the fundamentals of the ego in that way. All right, so I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month, Capricorn. God bless.